got some notes. Oh, I got some notes for this one.
I ain't
Right?
never known you had no notes before.
Yeah, man. It's a whole
'Cause
nother
you
world
on here.
now. You know.
Yeah, you got to be
I'm gonna get
prepared.
right into it. Let me get right into it. And raising
feel
your
like you
young
know about it.
and raising your son, right? Have you shown them? Have you shown him how to love and care for himself first?
You know that boy not to wash his ass good.
Lord,
Come on, man. Y'all playing. Y'all playing around, man.
you know.
Y'all playing around. But seriously though,
Yeah, seriously. Of course, I've shown my son how to love and care for him.
What's she supposed to say? No.
I know.
Wow,
The answer isn't a yes or no answer.
it's not,
It's just,
it's
you
not.
know, it's more of a, just a conversation.
I told that man to work it
The
out.
No, the reason why I asked that is because, you can kind of tell sometimes down the line when kids get older, men and girls too, but a lot of men, because they're raised by their moms. Not a lot of households where the father's in the household. So you have a single mom raising a child. And a lot of times the mom will be so loving and caring and want to kind of shield them from the world, right? But it can kind of come off to like, that's my baby. So when they get out there in the world, they don't know nothing else but how my mom treated me. And, I feel, if you don't love me, then I don't love myself. You know what I'm saying? I never experienced that because my mom didn't do that to me. My mom always did this. My mom always had my back. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I mean by the question I was asking. Do you make sure that you have you taught self-love to your child? Not the love that you give to
That I
him,
give him, right.
but hey, love yourself, value yourself. You know what I mean? Because the world's not going to value nothing that you got going on. You know what I mean? So that was my question I was asking you.
Right.
So I apologize if it came off a different way.
No. It's
You know.
I understood.
We're giving you shit. That's all.
No, that's cool.
You're good.
That's cool. That's what we do. Jalinda, what about you, Jalinda?
I
Have you-
feel like I have. Now kids have their own personalities
True.
and they process stuff differently. So, we can only plant seed in them. And, it's up to them, once that grows and, we help to fertilize it and give them everything that they need. But what they do with it once it grows, they get older, they grow up, that sometimes they take it and they know their worth, and other kids, they're like, oh, well, I know you told me this, but
Right.
this is what I
But-
feel,
Yeah.
But
So, but I think that we do the best that we can with teaching them. I know you mentioned shielding them. Like I was always pushing my son out the door. So he's been to New Zealand and he's been to Japan, and people were like, well, you're not scared? I was like, well, yeah, but he's gonna leave me one day. He hasn't yet, but I'm still praying. But but I was able to let him go because
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's awesome,
he's
though.
gonna,
Yeah.
I want him to be out there. I want him to be independent.
Right.
I want him to understand the world and not just know like where we live at.
Right.
So he went to camp in Virginia. He went to camp in Maryland. He did stuff in DC, but he was exposed to different things. And, I never wanted to shelter him from, people in the world and, what's out there,
Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
That's awesome.
I mean, I did the best I could with what I had. So,
Hey, that's all we ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
that's all we ask.